each of the couples to face each other, because there's something else that's an altered state. Look into each other's eyes. This may be difficult because this may be too intimate. Okay? And I'd like you to look at to Joanne in the screen. Okay? Now, the person who has the mood problem, I want you to look into the eyes of your husband or your wife, and with your eyes, and make the audience disappear. Forget them, and make the rest of your husband or wife's face disappear. Just look into their eyes. And the person with the mood problem, I want you to finally tell your spouse, when I'm in the middle of that, and I'm an expert, none of these people are crazy. I'm a psychiatrist. They are not crazy. So listen to what I'm going to say. When I'm in the middle of that mood disorder, I feel crazy. And I feel like one time I will not get back. And it is so scary. I am so alone. And no power on earth can pull me back. And I don't know what to do. I'm screaming and I'm drowning at the bottom of a pool. Look into each other's eyes. I know it's very difficult. And the person, the spouse, and lean into that. If it's mostly right, lean into it. And the spouse, look into your spouse's eyes and says, and I'm afraid that I'm in over my head when you get that way. I get very scared because when you're in one of your moods, I feel so small that I feel like giving up and I feel like running. And how can I run and abandon you when I know other people have hurt you and abandoned you? And try to lean into that. And try to feel their aloneness, feel the aloneness of your spouse who's in that mood and out of control, and feel the aloneness of your spouse who's trying to help you and is just throwing water against the ocean. That's how big your mood feels to them. And one last image, I want you to look at each other and remember the first time you met and how the other person looked and how they looked at you. Try to remember that moment. And I see the nodding, I see the reaching out, because there's tenderness that you can't get to. The problem with relationships when moods kill them is not that you lose love, you lose tenderness. And what you see here is bitterness. What you see is harshness. And what I'd like you to do now, look at each other, look up. I know it's tough to look away because this is too intimate. This is too close for comfort. Forget the audience. But I'd like you to make a commitment to each other. Please look at each other. That you're going to work on it. That you're going to try and make it better, and you're going to be open to things. You're going to be open-minded, whether it's hypnosis, whether it's medication, whether it's psychotherapy, whether it's going to your church, your temple. You're going to be open because you're sick and tired of treating your best friend like an enemy. Can you agree to that? And can you commit to that? Is there anyone here who won't? Then do that and make it count. Thank you.